Mates as well.
Hi, folks.
Merry Christmas,
Sometimes,
Happy New Year. Love in the house.
Love you, Tasha.
sometimes that devil continue with this technology devil, always try to interfere with good vibes, And this is the time to choose to do this. And if not, we'll have to hook up with Tobago, we'll have to do it via phone if we're having any problems. But you can rejoin us on Facebook or YouTube. And those of you listening on radio, you've been with us from day one. So we cannot say thank you enough to you. Good morning to I say Modest, retired. Morning, I'm sure he's listening, Babel and family. Thank you very much to the family of my former colleague and still comrade Ricardo Stevenson and his family.
Yes.
And I haven't heard from them in a while, but we hope he's doing all right. We hope Ricardo is okay. And we have Steele and Agard at Rise Maximum Radio Station sitting with us this morning. Welcome back, folks, and let's continue the journey. We say happy birthday to Miss Joan Yule Williams. Today's her birthday, Natasha. Yes, she's a Christmas baby. So happy, and remember we'll be hooking up with Mr. Bruce. So happy birthday, Auntie Joan.
Happy birthday, Auntie Joan, and also Auntie Caro, Miss Caro. Her birthday is today as well, Caroline Ravello.
Oh, yes, right. So
Happy birthday to you.
Yes, happy birthday to you all. Steele and Agard, are you there?
Mr. Sinclair, yes, we are here.
Right. Yes, we would have lost the stream for a while, but
We're back up.
we're back up, and let's hope it maintains. It happens from time to time, too often for our liking. But we know the internet issues in this area sometimes is really terrible. So we continue with the greetings, right?
Thanks, Mr.
Yes, we are going to continue with the greetings, but what we are going to do, we have some voice notes to Mr. Commissioner of Prison, Mr. Ramata, saying thank you for the family day. So you're going to hear that now.
All right. Go ahead.
Good day. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rahmatullah. Barakatuh Rahmatullah. I am Altia Griffith. I would like to greet Commissioner of Prison. I want to send great thanks to the Commissioner for what he has done for the women of WP. He has brought joy and happiness in our lives, also to our families and friends. He has uplifted our spirits, and he's a man of God's own heart, like Prophet David. May every step he make, Almighty God walk with him and his angels. Season greetings to each and every one of you, and may Almighty God bless and enrich each and every one of you and your family for 2023. Amen.
All right.
Hello, my name is Kelly Phillip, and I want to say that I was thankful for getting to see my family, and it was a very wonderful program. Thanks to the officers and inmates for making it possible with all the decorations, and to Mr. Ramuta. I look forward to many more to come. Have a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
Hi, my name is Kimberly Cesar. To Mr. Ramata, I have to give credit where credit is due. Thanks for having a heart and being a man of great understanding and wisdom. A man of family. You have shown how much you care. These past events, including Family Day, has been by far the best that I have seen in the time that I have been here. For the first time, my family left here with smiles on their faces and not tears in their eyes. A wise man makes a good king. He deserves his crown. Thanks to you, you have changed a lot for the incarcerated citizens. You deserve all the blessings that awaits you. Give instruction to a wise man, and he will get wiser. Teach a just man, and he will increase in learning. The fear of the Lord is in the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding. Season greetings.
Hi, my name is Rani Mohammed. To Mr. Ramata, I would like to inform you that you have made my heart extremely happy. It's been a while it hasn't bloomed. Never in a million years have I thought I would have been given a chance while being incarcerated to hold my family, kiss them, much less share a meal. In this Christmas season, you are our Santa. I wish there were more intense words than thank you, because it just don't do my emotions justice. What we feel for you is genuine love and gratitude. You have renewed our hope, patience, and our anticipation for another opportunity to savor in the moments with our loved ones. You have calmed our hurts, pain, and sorrow and replaced it with pure bliss. May God give you all the desires of your heart and continue to bless you in grand ways. A special season greetings to Mr. Ramata and the staff at Rise Maximum Radio.
And I want to endorse that. Well deserving. And folks, it's our journey of life in Trinidad and Tobago. It happens in politics. It happens in the protective service. It happens. You have people come, people go. There are people who believed in restorative justice, and I've dealt with all of them, starting with John Roger and Gordon Husbands. And we cannot forget them. They are the ones who opened the door for this. And Gordon Husbands, and Mr. Roger was waiting at the office on Phillip Street after 6 when we went to pick up Phil and Andrew to discuss prison radio. They waited and they embraced it. And we also pay tribute to Mr. Volneven's passing because he was the Minister of Justice at the time. And former High Commissioner Arthur Snell. They were both at the launch. We carried it live, and TV6 had some coverage of it recently when Mr. Volney passed. This is a long journey for this radio station,
Yes, indeed.
Rise Maximum Radio, and to Mr. So as I said, we people come, people go. Whoever sits in the chair, they take it. We cannot forget Mr. Sterling Stewart at all.
Commissioner Martinez before him.
Martinez and Wilson and all of these people who continued to pass the baton. They continue to pass the baton on. Now Mr. Ramuta has it, and he's going a step further. And I endorse what I just heard because I've dealt with the man. And there's a saying I've always said, people may never remember what you do for them, but they always remember how you treated them.
How you make them feel.
Ever forget that. All right, so before we go back to more greetings, Valerie Balfour, oh my God, these greetings have me teary-eyed. Too many children did not realize there were so many women in prison. Keep up the good work. I am certain these families truly appreciate this, and I'm sure they do. And
that's it for greetings.
That's it? Okay, that was quick. So Igad, Steele. So I understand we have come to the end of that part of the journey with the greetings. Am we correct?
Yes, now, the voice notes that you just heard earlier on, they wanted to, let Mr. Ramsey know how grateful they were. The thing about it, they wrote it in a letter form. Now, he did not know anything about it whatsoever. So when we got the letter, we were supposed to read it on air. But when I read it, I wanted to put, a voice it. So we went back and we recorded. So these were, people who were saying how grateful they were for that family day. Now, we had a lot of thank you note, but we just did a few because of the time. So again, it is a surprise to the Commissioner of Prison, Mr. Ramata, as well.
Okay.
So that's it for the voice notes.
Right, and I hope he appreciates it, and I'm sure he will appreciate it. It's really well done. And before we go to Mr. Bruce, there's a parent from the MyLAT program, and we have to, this program falls under the Ministry of National Security and another arm of National Security, and it's youth development as well. But MyLAT is still under the military.
Okay.
Because it's military-led academic training program, and I think they want to keep it in that vein, and because there are still officers involved. And there's just a 1-minute clip from a parent speaking about her child.
Her son, yes.
The experience with her son going to MyLAT and returning home. And this part here is for all the staff and the cadets at the MyLAT program and the program directors and everybody who help keep this program together and mold our young people. So this you'll hear from that parent speaking about it in a while. And those of you at home, if you think that your child can make it at the MyLAT program, please go to it. Send them and let them and set them on the right path, because they will be meeting Agar and Steele and members of their batch, and if they don't go on the right path. So I hope you bear that in mind and understand. Before we go to this, Agar and Steele, so the staff at the prison radio station, could you just give us a brief rundown of the programming and what you do? I know I train you under the bus here or train you in the DPN here, but I know you all could speak that on the top of your head. So who want to take it? Steele, Agard, you want to tell the public what your programming is like during the day?
The radio station, we run the radio station like a normal radio station. We start our programming at 6 a.m. We have the morning synergy. We start at 6 with national anthem. When we came on, we do the Hindu 1 hour Hindu programming, 1 hour Muslim programming, and from 8 to 10 we do Christian programming. Then at 10 to 1 there's a shift. You could give me the name of the shifts.
Okay, so we have many different shifts. They start, as you said, from 6 to 9, and then we have a 10 to 1, and then we have 1 to 4, and 4 to 7. Now, what we do is this goes on every single day. We are about rehabilitation. So we go and get a lot of research done to get our programs on air. So every single day, we always give programs that will help build, the ones on the inside and even the ones on the outside as well who are listening to us on Rise Maximum Radio.
We have a coin that we say quality programming. 10% music, 90% empowerment. Right? We go all out, full 100 performance every single day. I'd like to first thank our hard-working assistant programmers that put together this program with us. And I hope I get everybody's name. I'll let you do the ladies and I'll do the guys.
Okay, sure. So our assistant programmers, we have Natasha Dillion, we have Melissa Thomas, and Tanika Grashi. They are from the Women's Prison. And, we work together. That's the thing about the radio station. We have officers and inmates working together, to bring quality programming. So those are the ladies that we have working with us here on Rise Maximum Radio. And we have the men.
We have Toby Lewis. We have Alexander Nicholas. We have Andrew Douglas. We have Jamali Roll and Kemerad Sahadeo. Those are the guys that come out every day from morning till the grind and work hand in hand, right, with officers putting together these programs every single day, right? To the officers, we have Miss
Crystal
Charles, Miss Kimberly Didier, we have Sita Hall, we have Orlando Chowdy, we have Mark Suklal, aka Magnificent. We have Miss Agard and myself. We work together as a team, hand in hand, to make Rise Maximum Radio for change, the way that we envision it to be. And this year we embark on a program going from station to station who are not presently here in the radio station and putting that message out there. And one of the things that I could say as a team was mission accomplished.
Now, to all who's listening to us, it's not an easy task, meaning that we do a lot of research because we want to have quality programming. And when I say research, we get the information that we need to put on air. We are making sure that we vet those information before we say it out hand. And we bring together programs that will help, uplift the ones on the inside as well as the ones on the outside. We also have a newscast team. We have news at 10 a.m., 12 p.m., and 4 p.m. This is where you would hear officers and the inmates as well reading the news. And I'm telling you, when we read the news, it's very, very professionally done. So it's vetted, and we bring it, with a lot of professionalism in the radio station.
And not forgetting Adish, our in-house chef. Big up to you, the professor, right? One of our key members at staff. We work together as a team, and I cannot stress much as a team. We say Rise Maximum Family because we come together every single day and put out what we have to do to make, our programming is not a normal radio station where you just hear wine and jam whole day. When you sit down and you listen, you have no other choice but to change your mentality. This is what we do every day at Rise Maximum Radio.
Awesome stuff. Can we get some applause for the officers and prisoners at RMR, Gary, please? Because that was a lot. And Gary was just asking, the news team, how do you all gather news? Because that's a very interesting thing that I'm sure a lot of people weren't aware of. That even if you're in prison, you need to stay informed of what is happening outside of the prison. So the news team is important to the functioning of any media outlet or radio station in particular. So how do you all go about gathering news?
Okay, so yes, we go on the internet, we go to Guardian, Express, Newsday, and we get the information. So any news that are, like recent news, we take it, we actually, put it in our own words, but it's always vetted. So at that time, even the international news as well, we do the same. So when we get the news, we get it prepared because we have the news at 10 a.m. We get it prepared by 9 for the latest. So there at 9, we have officers who will vet the news to make sure that the information is accurate and correct before we actually go on air and read it at 10 a.m. in the morning. So when we go on air, we have officers together with the inmates. We take turns and we go up and we read the news. And it's as I said, it's professionally done. And if you listen to some of the people reading the news here, you'll be amazed to hear their pronunciation, voice articulation. It's on point. And this is something that we are proud of every single day. The news, reading the news on Rise Maximum Radio.
Well, right. So I want to issue all a challenge. One, we could have a program, hooking up with Rise, and let you all run some of your programs for the listening audience to hear, including the news and your format and all of that, and show you all off a bit. How about that? We'll be showing you all that challenge from now.
Montage of the program.
Yes.
One thing, God, is that we are live on the internet on Caster.fm, Rise Maximum, at Caster.fm 24 hours a day.
Yes.
Okay.
So there are a lot of people who are on the outside who will be listening to us every single day. We have a lot of listenership.
Lovely, lovely. So those of you who just getting it for the first time, you can join them. You can, if you want to listen to what the programming of Rise Maximum Radio, you go to where?
You go to, what's the address? It's caster.fm.
Yes.
Rise
Maximum Radio, Caster.fm.
Rise Maximum Radio, Caster.fm. And those of you just joining us, right, we have Mr. Bruce, who, acting Deputy Commissioner of Prisons, Mr. Bruce, who is out there in Tobago. And Mr. Bruce, I could tell you all, is another soldier who has been on the ground for 20 plus years. When I met him, we just started. Pardon?
We have.
Yes, we have. Because I'm not going to say when I met him, he was a young officer, and he started this journey of just like I did, wanting to find out more about substance abuse and its related ills. So we met each other at different forums, from the U.S. Embassy, the U.K., the National Drug Council, the NADAP, everybody, everywhere I went, Sherwin was there, and Sherwin Bruce is still here at the top now echelon of the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service. Mr. Sherwin Bruce, Acting Deputy Commissioner of Prisons, and I hope I have that right. Sherwin Bruce, good morning to you. And you are in Tobago.
Morning, God. Morning, everyone. Thanks so much, God, for that introduction. Good morning to you and your family, God. I'd just like to wish you a really Merry Christmas, and thanks very much for the work you have been doing on Iron Dependency. I know for sure it has touched lives, and continue the good work, and God's richest blessings to you and your family. Let me also say good morning to the Commissioner, his executive, all his officers, the inmates and their families, And of course, for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago, pleasant, happy Christmas. God's blessing to everyone. I'm here in the sunny island of Tobago. The commissioner would have thought it fit to have an executive officer come to Tobago to show the importance of Tobago towards the Trinidad and Tobago prison as a whole. We have 24 inmates across the Tobago prison, and we also look forward to their family calling in. We've let the family know that I-95 has always been our support, and they're here with us. And they continue to support us in this venture. So it's really good to be here in the sunny isle with my family. Merry Christmas, everyone.
So I guess the work continues at the Tobago station. Is that correct?
Yes, it does. We've had the good pleasure of having it refurbished. Thanks so much to the THA and its staff, and of course the Commissioner of Prisons. Our intent for Tobago Prison is for it to pick up a new model in terms of restorative justice. We have the residents there at the Tobago Convict Prison going out to school communities and getting involved, helping the communities developing. Prison has been viewed as something that takes away from our country. With this model, Tobago Convict Prison gives back to the country, gives back to the island in terms of crime reduction and persons' understanding. Even as we struggle with issues of substance abuse and criminality, the Tobago Prison continues to strive to do some pre-conviction diversion, pre-ideas diversions from criminality. So I thank the Commissioner for this venture and the opportunity to be in Tobago and to the hard-working officers of the Tobago Convict Prison. It's really a pleasure to be here.
Mr. Bruce, any questions from Mr. Bruce?
No, I'm extremely jealous because I wish I were where you are right now in Tobago.
My lady, it is a pleasure to be here. It is
always.
The Tobago Prison is really a family. It's really a family, and it's really great to be here. And we'll be having lunch just now. Of course, the officers will be sitting with the inmates. We will all be there, and we'll have the opportunity to be the atmosphere.
Yes.
One of the things we've realized, if you practice here, what needs to be done, when you leave, it becomes a lot easier for you to engage in family activities. So it is a pleasure. But I'll save some sand for you.
You know, we want to thank you too, Mr. Bruce, and the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service for doing your part. You are doing your part. No guest of the state, let me just say, no prisoner should have anything else to say than under your watch and the Commissioner of Prisons and, of course, with the Assistant of Ministry of National Security, we know things could get better, a lot better, but you all still, with the little that you have, you are doing your part to at least prepare or treat the nation's inmates as they are, human beings. It's called restorative justice, and hope that the work you all doing can touch them in a way that they stay away from prison and live a normal, natural life.
Well, God, thank you so much. It is a team effort. We have 3 deputies, Mr. Ford, Mr. Karaspi, and of course our Assistant Commissioner, Senior Superintendent, ASP, and our staff. We have the Supervisor of Tobago Prison, Mr. Austin Joe Field, specific to Tobago Prison, and we continue to do that work. I had the pleasure, as you said, we would have had experiences in other jurisdictions in rehabilitation, and we would have looked at best practice, as Mr. Husband always reminds us. Look at best practice, see what we could take. One of the biggest things we have seen out there, I could talk about San Patriano, the rehab center across there, where the input of the corporate citizens is it's really voluminous. They understand that if they work with the inmates while they're in prison and provide jobs when they come out, the likelihood of crime, which affects us all, is reduced. So it's really a pleasure. I thank OAS and SICAD and the UN for the opportunity they've offered to us all that as we learn and continue growing. So it's really a pleasure.
And we have Steele and Agard here on this end. Anything you'd like to say to them, or Steele and Agard, anything you'd like to say to Mr. Bruce?
Rise Maximum Radio. Rise. Continue rising. Salt and pepper, Mr. Agard. You all continue doing a good job you all do, and it is hope that this year, Gat, I know the radio is close to you, Gat. I know the radio station, you were one of these founders, one of the starts of it. And as time goes on, we like to perhaps a consultancy, Gat, for you to be part of the development to put us mainstream, to have us within the prison. It is hope that a corporate citizen would assist us to have this Rise Maximum Radio fully within all the prisons, that we could deliver our programs, we could deliver ideas. I know Rebirth House has been part of delivering the substance abuse program, where we had the inmates would also have their input. So I look forward to that. But it's really good to have Salt and Pepper there with us.
Lovely.
All right. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
Just want to say good morning to you, Mr. Bruce, from the Rise Maximum Radio staff. We want to say Merry Christmas to you and your entire family. Do enjoy yourself in Tobago.
I'm working. That surf and sand you hear, it has nothing to do with it. I'm working, ma'am. And yes, I have enjoyed myself. Yes. Thanks very much. Thanks very much, folks, and same to you and your families and the staff. You all continue working alongside the inmates. I think it's a really good example. It's really good for them to understand. I know when I talk about corporate citizens, I know some of the radio stations would be really happy to have some of the persons who have participated in Rise Maximum as part of their staffing. And I remember God had a plan that inmates will be going to stations and getting practice in the real world. And hopefully this year, next year in 2023, we will that plan will bear some fruit. So I do look forward to that plan.
Yes, we'll have a nice talent search for radio broadcasters from all the stations and the charge of the prison service. So, and you will be surprised. Trinidad and Tobago will be surprised to know how many good broadcasters we have sitting in prison. We know about the people who good with kurma and polori and bake and bread and all kind of thing. We heard a list of them this morning. So I'm sure broadcasters, there are no shortage of them in our prisons. Mr. Bruce, thank you very much. God bless
to you
and your family.
God bless to you and your family too, God.
Take care.
Thanks for the opportunity. Bye, folks.
You're welcome. All right, and that applause, folks, if you're just joining us, you missed a lot. You missed Commissioner of Prison Deopsa Ramuta speaking with us this morning, and then we had a lot of greetings for the women at the Golden Grove Prison, and of course other families and friends and relatives of prisoners and their relatives as well sending greetings. So without further ado, let's go to that Mylat parent. Listen to what a Mylat parent had to say, folks. And this is a program that's available to Trinidad and Tobago, the youth of Trinidad and Tobago, just like the CCC and other programs. But listen to the testimony of a parent who had a son at the Mylat institution. Here's what she had to say. Short man, go to clip A.
My name is Afisha Gabriel. When my son came home, I was very amazed to see how changed he has become. And in the morning, he makes his bed and he folds his clothes. His child never fold clothes in his life. And he folds clothes better than me. And he goes outside and he exercises. He does all what he has learn from you all. He washes his own clothes in a bucket on the joking board. I was amazed. I just was baffled because I looking at my son and was like, this is not my son. My son was, lazy, playing game. I washing his clothes. I was doing everything for him. But now he does everything for himself. And he's respectful and he's more calm. He doesn't get upset quickly. And I am so happy that I made this decision for him to join the Mylat that program, and I am very, very, very happy to see a complete change around with him. You know, even the way how he treats his girlfriend, he's different. I want to commend the instructors for doing an awesome, awesome job on all our boys, all the cadets, and to continue doing what you're all doing to making our boys' life different, you know, for them to be better individuals and better people in society.
Yep, that is what the MyLab program can do. And they have been quietly, you know, working in the background and churning out some real success stories. And we thank that parent for sharing her experience and her thoughts with the nation.
Yeah, and we take some calls. Those of you who have greetings to send to those in prison and any officers, and we give chance, Agard and Steele a chance too to send their greetings to their friends and families. But that's a testimony from a parent folk, and you will see that drastic change. Your child will leave home a slob and come back home a gentleman, and a hard-working gentleman at that. Because he or she said, he treats his girlfriend, and this is what the MyLad program and these programs should do to our youth. And yes, and that's just one testimony. There are dozens of mothers who can tell you, child who never washed wears in their life, who never, make up their bed, wash clothes, they grouse in to do everything. It's so easy. They see a change in that child when that child returns home. And that is what
routine
it's all about.
And structure and discipline.
Yes. So, Steele and Agard, any greetings you'd like to send before we take some calls? At 622-3937. Steele, Agard, go ahead, send your greetings. You can, they're still there? Or?
You're hearing us?
Yes, we are here now.
Right,
all right,
go ahead.
So you're free to send your greetings now.
I've one job for short man before we continue. One month ago, we came up with a parang competition.
Right.
Right, and we had an overwhelming amount of entries from the, as I said, Scrunta, Crazy, Byron B. were nothing with these singers. They came out all guns blazing. Right, sadly we could have only, give out 3 prizes, and we would like to, play a snippet, because copyright, these people don't want their songs to be, right, to go there, because they are planned to, come out live next year.
Right.
Okay, so, lovely.
Of the three winners, so Shortman will give you a taste.
Yes, so we had a first, second, and third winners. We wanted them to sing a parang, What Christmas Means to Me, a verse and a chorus. So this was the 3 best that we got. So, they got their prizes. We offered hampers, and they got their hampers, was it 2 days ago, and they were really happy. They were pleased, and we ourselves, we were pleased with the results as well. So we're going to play that for you, the first 3 places.
Sure. All right, let's hear from them.
Kritwahi Jatan, my song is We Are Going Parangin. Mi amigos, muchachos, muchachas, we going Parangin. When Christmas comes around each year, we know it's time to show that we care. So bring out your cuatro, let we sing, celebrating the birth of our King. Glory to God in the highest, goodwill to all of mankind. Joy and cheer, we know we spread it. Bring your gifts, we go in parangin. Sing hallelujah to the newborn King. We go dancing as we proclaim. Come together, get yourselves in again. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Yee!
As George Umbala would say, cha-cha-cha.
So was that the 3rd place or 1st place?
That was the 1st place.
All right.
All right. So let's hear the 2nd place now, short man.
I am Michael Mings.
And I'm Marvin Alexander.
And this is what Christmas means to us. Coursing and screwing because I don't want to clean. I just want to watch TV, you know what I mean. Smelling all the nice thing that mommy making. And teething a drink when nobody watching. Seeing all the neighbors liming and laughing. Just last week, all of them was quarreling and fighting. Children playing with toys, all of them so happy. That's what Christmas means. That's what Christmas means. That's what Christmas means to me.
And that was our second place. Now,
Right.
this was Ming, and his song. It just reminded me back in while growing up, Christmas time. We always having neighbors. We're not talking at all. Children, we always inside. We can't go and play with the neighbors outside. And Christmas morning, just like that, everyone is a love. So
Yes.
neighbors who weren't talking, all of a sudden come across and get something to drink and eat. So what Christmas means to me, that was his way of putting it across to us was Ming, and it was two people. I can't remember the other name, but it was two that sang that song, and that came second place. So now we're going to listen to the third place winner.
Okay.
All right.
Red Wine by Laurette Charles. It's Christmas time and I'm fed up eating. Let me drink something now.
Yeah, I agree. Let me go.
It's so many years I inside here. And right now I really don't care. I don't want no black cake for Christmas. I don't want no turkey or beer. Don't give me no fruit cake or pasta. Just give me the red wine to share. It's the red wine I tell you I drinking. It's the red wine I hide in a face. It's the red wine do bust down and take it. Cause it's Christmas we drinking all day.
Cha cha
So
cha.
that was our third place winner.
All right. So, and I guess you all had a fun time with this, right?
Yes, we did.
All right, so we could open up the lines now, folks. Let's take some calls at 622-3937, 622. You have any greetings that you would like to send? We say Merry Christmas to you if you're just joining us. I know we had some problems with the streaming this morning, but say what? So most of you still listening to us on the radio, and we thank you very, very much for that. So, Steel and
Especially
Agag,
if you have someone, loved one in behind bars, this is your time to call in and send your greetings to them. They are listening.
or if you just want to say hello and send your Christmas greetings,
Yep.
you're welcome to do that.
Yep.
At 622-3937, we're speaking with men and women of the Trinidad and Tobago Prison Service this morning, in particular, Rise Maximum Radio. Good morning.
Morning, fellas. Morning on the crew. And I just want to say a pleasant good morning, a pleasant good day to the whole 95 point crew. And I know the inspiring programs and encouraging programs they all give. And to the group we're speaking to this morning, men and what?
Yes, we speaking with the prison radio station, the personnel at the prison radio station, and the women of Golden Grove Prison, and men of all other stations.
Yeah, not this
the
morning.
prisoners,
So,
yes, and officers as well.
Pleasant greeting to each and every one of them. I know so many, life has so many lessons to be learned. I know sometimes some of us have the not so happy experience of ending up in prison, and sometimes some people it's a turning point for them. I know it's a way you got to encourage people that wherever end up in a chance make it be a turning point, a new start, a new beginning. And I know some people, they, according to whatever they did, they incarcerated for pretty long periods. And our system, our justice system turns so slow, so it makes the whole system frustrating. Sometimes you see the purpose of the rehabilitation, but then at the end of the day, we try to make the best of everything. And I know your program is so encouraging and uplifting in that way. So, Dr. Listen to your crew, and may God give you all strength to continue to the good work, man. And everybody who can. There are people who are also in the background and who don't be in the front line, but they know they're doing as much work as those that are on the front line. So, Dr. Listen, man, bye. Blessings to you and you, Lachina, the big life.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very
Same
much.
to you and yours.
Hello, good
Hello,
morning.
God.
Welcome
Good
to
morning. Good
Dependency.
morning. Thank you, God.
Hey,
Blessings to you. Yes.
Annette, morning.
Yes, God to Natasha and Gary is there too. Happy Christmas. First of all, happy holidays to you all.
And
God
remember
to
our
Natasha.
officers up at RMR too.
Yes, yes, God, yes.
get
God,
into that.
this program has made my Christmas. Listening to the children, the little girl and the children sending out compliments to their mothers. That was so touching. Now, congrats to the people, the hosts there at the Maximum Security Radio. You all are doing a wonderful job. And thanks to God and Natasha, because God, following you all through the years, I know how hard you and Natasha worked for the station, So it has now come to fruition, and they are, from what I'm hearing, they are doing a good job. Thank you, Prisons Commissioner, for the good that you are doing, and the past Prisons Commissioners, to all the prisoners at MSP and the prisons across Trinidad and Tobago. I say Happy Christmas to you all. God bless you all. Gat and Natasha, keep up the good work. Your program is thoroughly enjoyed by thousands, and you educate us every single week. So God's blessings, and I think you all will be there for New Year's.
Yes, you will be.
Okay, so God stay alive. You all will get a New Year's greeting. So love you all and love everybody. Thank you.
You're welcome, Annette, and thank you for your support.
Same to you.
Same to you. Hello, good morning. Hello.
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 Hi. My name is Zariah Allen, and I just want to wish Merry Christmas to all the hard workers, all of the prisoners, and all of the prisoner officers there. Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Zariah.
Thank you, Zariah.
We heard you singing earlier. So thank you very much for that.
Zariah.
Yes.
Right. Hi, Zariah. How you doing?
I'm okay.
Nice, and thank you very much for listening to us. And I know you're missing Mommy today, right?
Yes.
But stay strong. She will be with you soon, right?
Okay.
Yes. And I know you speak on behalf of your family. How are you doing though? Are you coping well and you enjoying your Christmas so far?
Yes, I am.
All right. Yes. Lady, a few words. Thank you, Zara.
Thank you so
Take
much
care,
for
right?
calling.
Thank you for calling.
Take care.
And to you and your family. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. She's so cute. Still, you all heard that?
Good morning, God.
Yes. That is so cute.
Good morning, God.
Morning.
Natasha, Gary, 95.5 radio station, all of us, the listeners, the staff at Rise Maximum, the officers, the inmates, their families, the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. On behalf of my family and myself, I want to wish everybody season greetings and a very healthy, prosperous 2023. Good program, God. May Jack and you bless you all. Blessed day. One love.
One love.
Thank you.
One love. 622-3937. Good morning.
Blessed and wonderful morning to God and Natasha and the program today and Mr. Ramuta. But God, I haven't heard Mr. Roji for a long while. Is he all right?
Well, there's one thing that always must catch up with us is old age. So,
yes.
Mr. Roger, he has been in the vineyard for quite a while. So he's resting comfortably now. He's enjoying his retirement. Let's just say.
Yes, I agree.
Yes.
But you must still have him call in and say something at least.
Yes, I know. And
because he was the mastermind behind it.
Yes. I know he wasn't too well for a while.
Show some appreciation in that way.
Yeah, but he wasn't too well for a while. Now that you ask, I'm not I remember.
I understand after one time is an ex.
Yes.
There's a but always.
He's not as vibrant as before.
Still keep him around at least in terms of hearing him once or twice.
Right. We appreciate that.
Right. But I wish you all and the inmates, and I hope they trust in the Lord, and everything would be all right in His own time.
Thank you so much.
And Merry Christmas to each and every one, male and female, children and small ones also. Happy Christmas.
All right.
Thank you very much. Same to you.
Same to you. Thank you very much. Right, so still on regard, you heard the little lady a while ago. Zoraya. You all met Zoraya, right?
Yeah, she's really brave. And when she sings with that attitude. So you already know, coming up a few years from now, she's going to be a star. She's already a star. Coming up. Yeah, now, yes.
Yes, we have more calls for you all. Hello, good morning. Thank you
Good
for joining
morning.
us.
That's Natasha. Good morning.
Morning.
Jesus, greetings to you all. First time I'm getting into your program, but I always listen. And this morning, that little girl made me cry. You know, most of them. But you see this little one that called there, she just melts me. Honest, she just, you know.
Yes.
But I am happy that she's, you know, a bit chipper. She's not, you know, like, probably maybe she's not hurting over too much and so on, because in her voice she sounds very, you know, encouraging and things like that. So I would like to wish all the mothers in there all the best, and may God richly bless them and their families, and the men also, and hope that they would join their relatives soon.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Carter and Natasha. All the best for the new year.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. And you're most welcome. Thank you for calling. Yes, Patrick Billy, one of our ardent listeners and who join us on Facebook from time to time.
Condolences on the passing of your sister.
Yes. Old Soldier Billy, you know, condolences on the passing of your sister, and may your family be strong at this time. This is a weird time to lose someone.
It is.
We have another call. Hello, good morning.
Morning, God. Morning, Natasha.
Morning.
Yes, Miss Jean from Tobago.
Miss Jean from Tobago, how you doing?
How are you? I'm good. I'm good, Natasha. Although that little child put tears in my eyes this morning. And she's so brave.
Yes.
It's a good thing she has somebody who's giving her good comfort out there.
Yes.
And let she keep up that good job. And I send greetings out to everybody. Right? I know everybody and you know all the people who has their thing in there. Let them don't grieve. The Lord is the man who's going to give, and he will take, and he will bless, and he will keep us.
Yes.
That's the word for them, and they always say, don't run away. Run away is just a style. Right?
Hear that?
Just keep quiet, and the Lord will take care, because if you lift your eyes up onto the hills, your help will be coming from him. Thank you. And all of you have a happy Christmas. And to the gentlemen in the who's doing the good job for the people, let them have a good job too. And keep up their good job for the Christmas and forever until they retire. And let them have a new year and a happy one.
Thank you, Miss Jean. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. So, Steele and Agard, before you run out of time, let's give you all an opportunity to send your greetings and thank you all very much. And, of course, thank the public for joining us this morning.
So from the Commissioner of Prisons, Mr. Deo Prasad Ramita and his executives, and the entire Trinidad and Tobago prison staff, we want to wish Trinidad and Tobago a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. Mr. Gard Sinclair, your vision of Rise Maximum Radio, the founder of Rise Maximum Radio, we want to thank you for having that vision, and we would guarantee that we're going to make you proud. Patricia, hold strong. You know, Natasha, I said Patricia, Natasha, sorry. You know, I met you some time back when we had our roadshow at Women's Prison. And, you know, you mentioned, you know, the passing of your mom. And today I saw you being emotional. And, you know, I just want to tell you, hold strong. You know, always keep praying and look forward, you know, for the future. So to you, Mr. Gard Sinclair and Natasha, we here from Rise Maximum Radio want to wish you all Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Officer Steele.
You know, this Rise Maximum Radio, God, as we always say, it is something that is a secret that we want to get out there. We want people to be part of, to know that what we do every single day is for the betterment of not only for the inmates, but for Trinidad and Tobago. The vision, the journey, everything that we do, we say full 100 performance. We go out there every day and do our best. So we like to thank you for making us part of this today. We like to thank all the listeners, all the hardworking staff of Rise Maximum Radio, to the members of the radio station, and to Trinidad and Tobago as a whole. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a bright and prosperous New Year. Thank you very much.
And same here. We thank you too.
Yes.
And we look forward to doing this. As I said, we have more work to do in the year to come. And Rise Maximum Radio will be very featured prominently on I-95.5 in the near future going forward. And that talent search, I think, is a good idea, that we could go in prison, get some talent, come back, play it for the listener, let them decide who is the announcer that touched them, and hit the nail on the head, who hit the target. We could look for that. Let's start, because we have a lot of radio stations out here, 35 plus radio stations. They all, I'm sure there are people who have different skill in different areas, whether it's sports, journalism, or crime, investigation, you name it, or just on-air presenters. I'm sure they are sitting in our prisons right now. So, folks, thank you so much for your time and for your love. To Commissioner of Prisons, thank you so much for allowing this. Acting Deputy Commissioner Bruce, thank you too. Signing off with Rise Maximum Radio this morning. Have a good one, Steele and Agard, till we meet
Same
again.
to you all, yes. Thanks again.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy the rest of the day.
All right, folks, so that's where you have it, folks. That's where we leave it today. Anybody want to know how to find Archbishop Jason Gordon? Tell him Dependency have an APB out for him.
You can go and look for him,
Yes.
You know where he live in?
No, Archbishop Gordon, I don't know where it is.
Where's Archbishop's house? Guys?
Oh, Archbishop, right. You hasn't make my song so dumb.
No, but I mean, I just...
Where's Archbishop house? There. To Alison and all our loving and supporting Facebook and YouTube supporters and fans and well-wishers, we want to thank you so much for 2022, for being with us every Sunday morning. For no matter what you're doing, you still take your time to join us. And we short man, run in here quickly, please.
Short man,
Come. Remember,
let the people see you,
Lord,
please.
it's 12 o'clock. And we have major news coming up next.
At least he could duck in and wave or
Yes,
something.
come short man, duck in and wave quick. Let people and say Merry Christmas. And Gary and Storm and Tom, who we take over from on a Sunday. We thank you all, and to the members and staff of I-95.5 FM. We thank you too very much for for the work that you're doing here. And short man, come quick now, man, before Janelle walk in here. I don't know if it is. Still in, right? Okay.
Well, still in.
We have a minute. God, I hope you didn't hear that. Put on short man, my quick, Gary. Folks, they short man, short man, tell the people Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Trinidad and Tobago.
And
all right, so let's see the famous short man, and those who don't like the fact that we call him short man, you can hear for yourself. He acknowledges the
he doesn't have a problem with it,
and you don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. So short man, what about the people? Is it this greeting short like that? Yes. You're keeping everything short, boy. Short man, we want to thank you for the work that you've been doing for us. You and Terry, you all are behind the scenes people, but we thank you very much for keeping us relevant and keeping us educating the public of Trinidad and Tobago. We could not have done this as we've done it without you.
Of course.
Yeah?
Thank you.
Right. That short man, keeping it very short. And to you folks out there, remember, if you have an alcoholic in your family or a drug addict, this is a time to keep your eye on them. This is a time, don't mind if they feel you're policing them and they have growls and This is a time you have to be very careful with your addict. It's a very trying time between now and Carnival. Very trying time, because everywhere they go, there'll be alcohol. Once they start and they open that door with the alcohol, they will go to their drug of choice. And that will start the journey all over again. Remember, be vigilant, let them live their program, and all will be well. Natasha?
Yes, I just want to say, Merry Christmas to everyone, all of our listeners and supporters and sponsors and cheerleaders throughout the year. And we look forward to delivering all of the same and much more in 2023.
Yes. Thank you, folks. Major news up next with still in Henderson. Have a great Sunday. Be safe. And remember, still be vigilant.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.